Now, from a business perspective, I think unfortunately at the beginning, you just have to be willing to grind, right? And willing to put in the time and the hours and just kind of staying on task. And I think one of the best things you can do is just be ultra organized, making sure you're constantly checking and rechecking, whether it's your task list, whether it's your schedule and your calendar, and making sure that you can stay on task, right? And don't, especially when you assign tasks to your staff, don't just tell them something and then pretend it's going to get done, and then 6 weeks later it's already finished, right? Same thing with your consultants, like your attorney, or for instance, in my case, if you're building out a project, right? Like you really have to stay on top of everybody, right? Like building out bios, was a big challenge. And I learned that I had to stay on top of, the attorney doing the work, the landlord following up on their promises. When you go to get your general contractor, making sure that you're checking in and consistently following up on the project. Because, what happens is you're like, well, I don't know anything about general contracting. I'm hiring him. You just expect him that he's just going to do his job, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. And you have to advocate for yourself. And anytime you hire any of your consultants, even your accountant, you want to be consistently checking in and kind of following up on their work, not, assigning a task and then hoping it's done 3 months later. Unfortunately, you have to stay engaged through the whole process.